Is it an idea that's widely shared? Well, let's go live to Wellington College in Berkshire and the school's headmaster, Sir Anthony Seldon. Good morning to you. First of all, explain the purpose of homework.
Well, homework is designed to give young people experience of working on their own, and that then builds up their capacity to work away from the teacher, and it helps prepare you for university and for the world of work. So it's a really good thing. But look, I applaud what this school is doing, and it's got an exceptional head who is putting the welfare of her students first. And teenage and adolescent mental health is a massive problem in Britain at schools and at universities. I'm not entirely certain, though, that this is the right way to cope with it.
Do you think, therefore, the school might have got it wrong, that homework is a normal part of school life and it prepares young people for future life, and rather than removing them from that equation, we need to prepare them?
Yes, I think they're absolutely right to be prioritising mental health, but I think that homework, like many other activities in schools, prepares young people to cope with independence and to cope with stress and anxiety. And what we should be trying to do in schools is not to shield young people altogether from stress and anxiety, which is inevitable in the world in which we live in, but we should be trying to help people learn to manage that stress. And of course, when you learn to cope with stressful situations and you triumph in that, then that boosts your self-esteem as well as your personal effectiveness as a human being. So schools really should be all about giving young people difficulty and helping them to cope with stressful situations rather than trying to eliminate them altogether, I think.
What are some of the ways that a school can help a young person cope with that stress of homework, that anxiety?
Well, the great thing about homework is that it's given every day by teachers, that it's managed, that it's supervised, and those teachers can pick up if that child is finding the work too difficult, if there's too much work at home for them to do, if they can't cope with that level of independence of thinking and organisation. And so day by day you can help that child through, help them learn how to manage themselves, because that's what schools are about. It's about helping young people learn to become adults, learn to cope with stressful situations, learn to take responsibility yourself rather than pampering young people. And in the same way that parents who overprotect and over-pamper their young children might be doing it for the best of all reasons, and I'm sure that they love their children very much, but that's not really what parents should be doing either.
What do you mean by
giving our children?
What do you mean by over-pampering?
Well, sorry if that's not obvious. So the job of a parent, like the job of a school, is to give young people progressively more difficult challenges in which they learn to become independent, learn to become autonomous. A school that doesn't help a child is the same as a parent who doesn't help a child, who overprotects, who comes in, who doesn't give the child a challenge or doesn't let them cope on their own. We learn to become effective, autonomous adults by coming through a whole range of experiences where we cope with difficulty and we overcome difficulty. That's why homework is really important in a managed way in school. It's helping children to grow up and learn to cope with stress, because stress is inevitable. Life is stressful. Adult life is stressful. And unless we help young people manage that, we're not going to be letting them cope properly in the adult world.
OK, Sir Anthony Seldon, thank you very much for that. Thanks for joining us this morning.